Good morning, Cullman. Thank you for joining us on Cullman Today. I'm your host, Christine Wiggins, and today is Thursday, July 30th. Coming up on Cullman Today, Alabama will honor the life and legacy of a 15-year-old Will Roberts with a statewide Day of Remembrance August 1st. Plus, Hanceville celebrated America's 250th anniversary with food, family activities, live music, and fireworks. And James C. Fields Jr. is sharing the rich history, resilience, and lasting legacy of Colony. All this plus sports, weather, and more. Now let's take a closer look at the top stories happening in Cullman today. Governor Ivey has proclaimed Saturday, August 1st, as Will Roberts Day across Alabama, honoring a 15-year-old whose battle with stage 4 osteosarcoma inspired people across the country. William Britton Roberts of Ralph, Alabama, died July 23rd at Rady Children's Hospital in San Diego after fighting the rare bone cancer for more than a year and a half. Will underwent surgeries, chemotherapy, and radiation, lost a leg to cancer, and learned to walk again. He gained national attention after posting a video asking for help accessing an experimental treatment. The video received more than 6.5 million Facebook views and eventually helped connect his family with treatment providers in California. Ivey praised Will's courage, faith, and determination, saying he inspired people across Alabama. Will also advocated for greater access to osteosarcoma treatments for other children. August 1st, the day of his funeral, will now honor his life and encourage Alabamians to remain strong, hopeful, and faithful. Visitation begins at 9 a.m. Saturday at Shelton State Community College in Tuscaloosa, with the funeral at noon. The city of Hanceville celebrated America's 250th anniversary Saturday with a day of activities at C.W. Day Park. The event featured food and drinks from local vendors, along with fresh watermelon and shopping from businesses traveling from across the region. Children and adults enjoyed a fun zone sponsored by Life Church, which included 3 bounce houses and face painting. Admission to the city pool was free throughout the day, and children tested their aim at a dunking booth. Hanceville fire trucks were also on display, giving visitors an opportunity to see the vehicles up close. Live music was provided by the O'Toole Brothers, Junction 231, Billman Road Band, and Jesse Priest. A large fireworks show closed out the celebration. City Councilman Robert Powell said the event was about more than entertainment. He described it as a step toward greater transparency, rebuilding trust, and bringing the Hanceville community together. Powell said city leaders want residents to take pride in their community and that the celebration was only the beginning of more events and improvements planned for Hanceville. James C. Fields Jr. recently shared the history of Colony with members of the Cullman County Historical Society. Fields described Colony as historically significant African-American community whose roots date to the years following the Civil War. He said the town became part of Cullman County in 1873 as county leaders sought to include nearby coal mining areas. Colony's earliest residents are believed to have been formerly enslaved people from Baltimore, Alabama. Despite poor soil, residents eventually cultivated thousands of acres and built a thriving community that once had nearly 4,000 people. Fields highlighted important local institutions, including the Rosenwald School, built around 1927 through community cooperation. Colony also supported a cotton gin, steam mill, sawmill, grist mill, general store, and churches, including Pleasant Grove. Fields also shared memories of growing up without electricity, bathing in a creek, and sharing crowded bedrooms with siblings. He credited Colony's adults with guiding young people, maintaining discipline, and creating a strong sense of community. Fields said those experiences shaped his life and described Colony as a place that was, quote, truly blessed. And that's all for our top stories this morning. Coming up, Wallace State is strengthening its volleyball program while celebrating academic excellence across its athletic departments. Sports is next. Welcome back. Wallace State has added former Priceville head coach Emily Williams to its volleyball staff as an assistant coach. Williams led Priceville for 5 seasons before joining the Lady Lions this spring. Head coach Randy Daniels said her communication skills, positive energy, and coaching experience have already made an impact on the team. Williams said beginning in the spring allowed her to learn the players' strengths, understand Daniels' coaching philosophy, and prepare for the transition to college volleyball. The position also brings William back to familiar surroundings. Her sister won a national softball championship at Wallace State, and her brother-in-law played baseball for the Lions. Williams said Wallace State's tradition of excellence in athletic facilities made the opportunity especially meaningful. The Lady Lions returned Darcy Alford, Cheyenne Lucas, and Kenzie Wilson while welcoming 15 newcomers this season. And Wallace State's success isn't limited to the court. Its student athletes are also earning top marks in the classroom. Wallace State Athletics has earned the 25-26 Alabama Community College Conference Athletics Academic Champion Award. The honor goes to the athletic department with the highest percentage of student athletes earning at least a 3.0 GPA across all sports. Wallace State claimed the award after 74.3% of its student athletes reached that mark. Athletic Director Paul Bailey praised the students' dedication and the support provided by coaches, faculty, advisors, and staff. And that wraps up sports for today. Coming up next, Holly Pond firefighters are inviting families to enjoy free food, school supplies, activities, and a look at the department's new tanker. And we'll have the Cullman Tribune Pet of the Week. Welcome back. Now it's time to speed things up with a news rundown. 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Bells rang across the St. Bernard campus Wednesday to announce the election of the Right Reverend Brendan John Seipel as the 11th Abbot of St. Bernard Abbey. The election followed a process that began June 15 when the monks gathered for Mass and prayed for guidance. After Seipel was formally elected and confirmed, the monks held a service of thanksgiving in the Abbey Church. Birmingham Bishop Stephen Rika, Bishop Emeritus Robert Baker, clergy, Benedictine sisters, and members of the public joined the celebration. Abbot Seipel immediately assumes responsibility as the spiritual and administrative leader of St. Bernard. His formal blessing will take place in the coming months. A native of Lanesville, Indiana, Seipel entered St. Bernard Abbey in 2002 and professed vows in 2004. He has since served in several leadership roles, including guest master, retreat center director, prior, and director of the Abbey Farm. The Holly Pond Fire Department will host its 5th annual Day in the Park Saturday, August 1st from 5 to 8 p.m. at Governor's Park. Fire Chief Mike Harrison said the event gives residents a chance to meet local firefighters and members of the department's cadet program for young people ages 14 to 21. The free event will include hot dogs provided by Temple Baptist Church in Fairview, drinks from Pepsi, and bags of school supplies. Children can also enjoy train rides, bounce houses, and other activities. Sweet Addictions will be on site as a vendor. The department will display several fire trucks, including a new tanker capable of carrying 3,400 gallons of water. Harrison said the tanker will support emergency response in Holly Pond and surrounding communities. If rain affects the event, activities will move to the Holly Pond Fire Station. Cullman business owner and military veteran Bart Crabtree has announced his candidacy for the Cullman Electric Cooperative Board of Trustees. Crabtree and his wife own Sipsey Winery. His career includes service as an Army military police officer, Coast Guard Reserve boat pilot, and Air Force aeromedical evacuation operations and plans officer. He later worked for the Cullman County Commission, Alabama Department of Public Health, and the Federal Emergency Management Agency. Crabtree said his campaign will focus on grid reliability, emergency preparedness, ratepayer protection, and support for cooperative employees and linemen. He also said his experience in disaster analysis and infrastructure protection would provide the board with additional technical perspective as the cooperative considers future power demands and industrial growth. Crabtree encouraged Cullman Electric Cooperative members to watch their mailboxes for election ballots. Gideon is a precious polydactyl cat with a gentle spirit, a sublime personality, and a few extra toes that make him especially memorable. He's the Cullman Tribune Pet of the Week. Approximately 6 years old, Gideon is known as a Hemingway cat. This handsome fellow has 2 extra toes on each of his front paws and 1 extra toe on each of his back paws. Gideon is still becoming accustomed to his surroundings and may appear shy when first introduced. Give him a little time, however, and his personality begins to unfold. He's already been neutered, so his adoption fee is only $35, an amount that is certainly not indicative of his worth. The adoption fee also covers age-appropriate vaccinations and a microchip. To meet Gideon, visit the Cullman County Animal Shelter at 935 Convent Road Northeast. It's open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. If Gideon has already found his forever home, be sure to meet his friends. The shelter has many other wonderful cats and dogs still waiting for families of their own. And that's your 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Now for a quick break before we look at the weather ahead and pay our respects with obituaries. I'll be right back after this quick message. Let's take a moment to pause and remember those who lost their lives this week. Esther Braswell, 94, of Hanceville, passed away Sunday, July 26th. A celebration of life service will be held at a later time. Alpha M. Wallace, 85, of Decatur, passed away Sunday, July 26th. Visitation will be Saturday, August 1st from 10 to 11 a.m. at Impact Church of Decatur, followed by funeral service. Burial will be at Roselawn Cemetery in Decatur. Fred Allen Sparks, 80, of Cullman, passed away Monday, July 27th. Visitation will be Friday, July 30th from 6 to 8 p.m. at Cullman Heritage Funeral Home. Memorial service will be Saturday, August 1st at 2 p.m. at Welty Cumberland Presbyterian Church. Amelia Margaret Pinehart, 85, of Cullman, passed away Monday, July 27th. Visitation will be on Friday, July 31st from 1 to 2 p.m. at Moss Service Funeral Home, followed by a celebration of life. Burial will be at Cullman City Cemetery. Our thoughts and prayers go out to their friends and families. Now let's take a look at your weather forecast. Today will be sunny and pleasant with a high near 88. Tonight will be partly cloudy with a low around 65. Friday stays mostly sunny with another high near 88. Clouds increase Friday night with showers and thunderstorms possible after 1 a.m. Lows will fall to be around 70. And that wraps up today's edition of Cullman Today. Thank you for sharing your morning with us, and remember to stay connected by following us on social media and visiting CullmanTribune.com for the latest from our community. We'll be back bright and early tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. Until then, I'm Christine Wiggins with Cullman Today. Have a wonderful day, Cullman.